recording. It started. Oh, hello. I think I need to start again. No, it's day 2 of the trip and our first proper day in Bangkok, and we've already been ripped off hardcore, but it's all an experience. Yeah, day started off, we got up early, kind of, not really. Mum's laughing at me. Well, we got up at, like, I don't know, I got up at 8, which is 11 Australian time, and then we went downstairs, had some breakfast. We had the big American breakfast, which was toast and bacon and eggs and coffee and juice, and is that it? Yeah. Oh, and like jam and stuff for the toast, and it was 110 baht each, which is like $3.50 Australian for all that, so that was pretty cool. And then we had this tour booked for today, which was like a city and temple tour, and we were supposed to go at 2, but they rang us up and they're like, oh, there's traffic jams at 2, so can we go earlier? So then, you know, we sort of went out and had a little look around the street and stuff, and came back here and went on this tour with this guy called Ming, and that was different. We just went to all these temples, and it was really beautiful. The temples were really beautiful, but after we did that, we went on, like, it was supposed to sort of have a bit of a tour of the city, but he just took us to all these, like, showrooms, like jewelry, and we went to 2 jewelry places, and they have, like, I gotta stop saying like, it's disgusting, I sound like a schoolgirl. Yeah, they had souvenir stores and things like that, and everything was, expensive, not really expensive, like, to us, but expensive considering everything's supposed to be cheap over here. But I got this ring, I don't know if you can see it. Not really. It's garnet. It's really pretty, and I just got some, like, body lotions and stuff like that. And Mum got a few things. But anyway, so we got pretty ripped off there, and then he took us back to a hotel, and, like, on the way back he's like, oh, so if you like my service you have to give me money. So we'd already paid for the tour, and then we had to pay more to him because he's all like, oh, I want to go to Australia to learn English and all this, and we're like, oh, okay. So there's more of the tipping stuff, and so we gave him some money. Oh, and in the morning, like, when we were looking around, this tuk-tuk, which is basically it's a motorbike with a back seat kind of built on, like I don't know how to explain it, like, kind of like a Jeep, but it's a motorbike. And this tuk-tuk guy came up and he's like, oh, I like 10 baht, take you around the city, I take you around the city. And we're like, okay, 10 baht, that sounds cheap, that sounds good, let's do it. It's like, alright, meet me back here 3:30, my name's Mr. Bill. And we're like, oh, okay, sure thing, sounds good. So we went there, found him, and then he's like, well, this is my brother, he'll drive you around. So he's taken us, like, around the city, and it was so much better in the it was really good in there, because in the tour we were in this, like, limo sort of thing, not a limo but a nice car, and then in the tuk-tuk it's like all open air, you can reach out and touch the car next to you, and there's people flying past and the traffic's all crazy, and I don't know, we didn't see any accidents, and I have no idea how we didn't, but yeah, so that was amazing, and there's just so many psycho drivers, but he took us around. And anyway, then he sort of said, oh, I'll take you to these shops. And he was going to take us to the same ones that we'd already, like, been to. We're like, you know, what's going on? And he was like, oh, it's like, apparently it's a government incentive for all the stores that we go into that are these expensive stores. They get fuel vouchers. So I guess it must be really heavily taxed or something. I'm not really sure, but yeah, so they are taking us to these places that are really expensive, and then they're like, buy, because they get fuel for free, or something along those lines. But so anyway, this tuk-tuk driver, he was pretty cool. He just pretty much said, oh, go in. I don't care whether you buy anything, but go in, like, and it keeps our fares low. So I was like, yeah, right, no worries, 10 baht, and he took us all around the city, and like we just got to have a look, and that's about $3.50. No, how much is 10 baht? I'm confused now. Anyway, not much. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, about $3. So how was? I don't know. I'm confused. 30 cents, something. Anyway, yeah, that was all sweet. Oh, in our when we were in the tuk-tuk, we're going along this road. He was like, he pointed to the left and he said, "Oh, that's the government. That's the government building." And we were like, "Oh, okay, cool." It's all, really security and all this, pretty sweet. And then all the traffic stopped, and we look out the well, not really window, but we had a look on the road, and there were these protesters, and we're like, "Oh my god, there's a red shirt protest happening in front of us." So got a couple photos of that. They walked out and they were all standing in the middle of the road with these big banners, and they wouldn't let any traffic through, so all the traffic stopped and everyone's honking, and it was crazy. And anyway, our tuk-tuk driver just kind of did chuck to Yui and drove on the wrong side of the road just to get away from it. But that was cool. I don't know whether any violence broke out after that, but I shouldn't say that's cool, but it was a very exciting experience. But I'm glad that nothing really bad happened. But yeah, so we're like, oh, red shirts, and then kind of asked the taxi driver about it, and we're like, oh, what was that about? What were they protesting about? And he just kind of ignored us, and changed the subject. So I don't think they're really allowed to talk about it. Now this is going for ages. Yeah, what else? We came back to our hotel. I got the key stuck in the door, and we couldn't get it out for ages, and Mum saved it. And then what else happened? Mum, what else happened? We went to dinner. I was really hungry. We went to dinner and we had really nice feed, and yeah, and you're sort of sitting there eating dinner, and people keep coming up to you and saying, buy this, and you're like, no. But I ended up buying a bracelet, but it was only cheap. And then we're like, oh, we've got no money left. We're going to get some money out of the ATM. We went to the ATM, and it started pouring down rain, and we got absolutely saturated, but it was pretty sweet. We come back here. Oh, and we didn't have enough money to pay for dinner. We only just had enough money, and we couldn't give her a tip, and then we felt real bad, and she probably hates us now, and she'll probably spit in our food next time, but yeah, it was a good day. Can't think of anything else, really. About the shop that we went to where the guys only checked us out when we didn't buy anything. Oh yeah, one of the stores we went to was a clothes one, and you go in and they take your size and they make you suits and stuff, and we're like, we don't need suits. We were like, no, we don't want anything. Thank you anyway. We don't want anything. And as soon as we sort of said we didn't want anything, like, okay, goodbye, and they were like trying to push us out the doors. We're like, oh, okay, but. So yeah, they're very driven to sell as much as they can, and you got to haggle with them, and I'm not very good at that, but we'll see. Apparently it's an art, so you can only get better, can't you? This is almost 10 minutes long, so I'm going to go. Mum, do you want to say anything? No, I don't. Mum doesn't want to say anything, maybe later. Okay, I love you guys. Bye. Bye still. Oh, I can't press a button.